Hey everyone, I am trying something a little bit different today. You may be aware, 99% of the time, probably 100% of the time, when I sit down to talk to you, that's what I'm doing. I literally sit down, I talk to you, I present all the things. I very much enjoy that, but I wanted to spice things up a little bit as we're getting to the end of the year. Let's try something new. Before we get too far afield, let me remind you that everything I'm about to mention will be listed in the order in which I mention them down below in the description box. And then I always take that whole description box and pin it to the top of the comments because YouTube makes it really hard to find that description box. I have a couple other things. Thought this could be a little more of a chatty video before we jump straight into all of these things. And all of these things were your favorites, the best sellers from last month. And I have lots of updates for you about that. Housekeeping item number one. A couple videos ago, I mentioned that when I was looking over my analytics, I have a lot of returning viewers, almost half of you, that are not actually subscribed. That means you come and you watch all of my videos, half of you, but you are not subscribed, which means you could miss things. Let's change that. The reason why many of you are not subscribed, I found out through a lot of emails privately, is that you are under the impression that to hit subscribe means there is a subscription fee. There is not. So if you hit that red subscribe button, that is just a free way to add me to your, let's say your YouTube DVR list. Every video that I ever upload will then pop into your subscription list, and then you don't have to hunt me down and you'll never miss a video. So if you haven't done so already, consider it your Hanukkah present to me. Hit that subscribe button. Number two, and then we'll get to all this, I promise. A lot of you, almost half of you again, watch this on your television, which is great. Slightly terrifying to think of my head as this giant thing on your wall. But then you mentioned that then it's very difficult for you to get to the description box. So there will be a little QR code for the first few minutes somewhere around here, and then for the last few minutes of the video. And basically what I'm gonna do is find a way to take all of this, the description box, and put it into that QR code. So if you want to shop my links or get more information, you can use your phone during the video, scan it, and off you go. So it's always fun to learn new tech, keeps that brain fresh and young. All right, that's it for the housekeeping. Let's talk about all the stuff that's over here. There's some good stuff. And as always, I'm talking about your favorites, the best sellers that you chose to purchase using my links from last month's videos. So we are gonna start with the overall top 10, which is a mix of clothing, beauty, sometimes accessories, and lifestyle, and then we'll break out into other categories. So let's start with the overall number one bestseller, these Gap Slim Straight High-Waisted Jeans. They run true to size and very consistently, which is great because once you know what size you are, they come in a variety of washes and even different fabrics, velvet, corduroy, etc. I have them in a 27 short. I am 5'4", and if you want to wear them in the more current trend with a little bit of ankle showing, then I recommend if you are my height or shorter, go with the short or petite length. They also come in a regular length and a tall length as well. I'm including this next one, even though it's pretty much sold out. Once in a while, I see this pop back up in the other color it comes in black, but there's a reason why I'm including this. First of all, I have found an alternative, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute, but the reason I'm including this is, first of all, it was the number 2 bestseller in November. I shared this recently when I was sharing actually the Gap jeans in a recent video, and I got so many emails, comments on that video, and DMs on Instagram with screenshots from the video saying, oh my gosh, yes, the jeans are great, but please, please, please send me the link to this jacket. When did you share this? Well, I also get a lot of messages from you saying, I hate Walmart. I would never shop at Walmart. When I see Walmart in the title of your videos, I skip it. I think a lot of you are then DMing me asking for a link to this. This is from Walmart. So do not discount something just because of where that retailer is or what that retailer is. And it goes on both sides of the argument. Maybe I'm sharing something from a higher priced retailer, but I found it on sale and it's much more reasonable. Maybe it's something from a lower price, more budget friendly retailer, but the quality is amazing, which is always going to be the case. I'm never going to recommend something that's not worth your money, whether it's a $30 jacket or more, right? So while you may not be able to get this, I'll still include the link just in case. You never know how Walmart works. I do want to show you, it's not a dupe, but it's an alternative. I went ahead and purchased this from Amazon. It's gonna be hard to see. White and cream is really hard on camera. The beauty of this is because it's Amazon, first of all, it's a great price. It's hard to see, so I'm just gonna insert a picture from the Amazon site so you can see better. But it has sort of the chunks similar to this one here, the lines across the faux fur. It doesn't zip up like the Walmart version does. It does have pockets. Because it's Amazon though, it is in stock, it's a good price point, and it comes in at least a dozen colors. This one, weirdly, even though it's basically a creamy white, is called apricot. Number 3 on the overall bestsellers is something that I am a big fan of as well because I went ahead and bought it twice. It is this sweatshirt kind of loungewear set. And I say sweatshirt because take a look at this. This one just came in. I haven't even steamed it to wear it yet. This kind of looks like a knit sweater because of the ribbing and the stitching here and along the bottom of the sweatshirt, but it is sweatshirt material. You can see that texture there. So it looks more like a knit set, but it is a sweatshirt material. I do want to point out the waistband here. It's supposed to make it lie a little more in a flattering way. I don't know, but it's super comfortable. The pants don't have pockets, but the top does have that kangaroo pocket, but no hood. I know a lot of you are not fans of the hood, so here you go. So I have it in the light gray, and then I picked it up again in navy. Number 4 overall is this velvet boyfriend shirt from Gap. Sadly, it's pretty much sold out. Still a few sizes left. So I've been on the hunt. I found one on Amazon that has really good reviews, comes in a lot of colors. I don't own that yet, so I can't tell you for sure, but I'll link it. And I also just ordered this. It hasn't come in yet, so I'm sorry I can't say how it is, but I'm sure you'll hear about it soon because I just ordered it from Maurices. It's well stocked in all the sizes, but it only comes in the one color, this beautiful, I want to say it's like a rich gray. I mean, it just has some depth to it. So you have some options. I'd say your best bet if you want this option in a lot of colors is to try the link from Amazon. Now for number 5, we're stepping out of clothing. This one has been on repeat for a few months now. The Time and True Crossbody Front Flap purse. These are 2 of the options. It comes in a green and then like a multimedia version as well. This body style, very reminiscent of the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse bag. Same similar shape, same general overall design. Obviously not the same for a variety of reasons. This is not real leather. It is from Walmart. It is under $25. I love mine. I couldn't pick a favorite. They're fantastic. They hold up really, really well. And I see a lot of women around town carrying this bag and we see each other and we're like, I see you. So these are still fully in stock, which is a rarity at Walmart. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have updates on some of these things. And while we are loving these crossbody bags, I want to mention something I just picked up. So I had shared the Creme version of this tote bag early in the fall. Rowdy, do you want to just come on over here? There he goes. And I finally ordered this in the black and I am kicking myself that I did not get it sooner. So since we're talking about Walmart handbags, I just want to bring this one up. This black faux leather tote, it fastens here. It's just a big open style inside. It is lined. It does have these cross straps here to kind of keep it a little more closed if then you want to put the other thing over it. It's a little more secure that way. It's beautiful. I never go for a black bag. I don't know why, but I think this one is amazing. Time and True is just killing it on the handbag game. Okay, number 6, back to clothing, and I'm so happy this is still available. This is from Maurices. It is their utility pant, and I love that I can stand up and walk around because then I can kind of show you how this moves, how a lot of utility pants, especially in this olive green color, are kind of more stiff, but I think you can tell how it's very drapey and flowy. Has the open pockets on the side here, button fly, pockets on the back. Also comes in a mustard and a gray. Those are very much limited in sizing, but this one fully stocked. And I will say it runs really big because these jeans that I'm wearing are from Maurices and these are size 4 and this is a size 2. And it's not too big, but it's not too tight either. I mean, there's some room, there's some give. I think part of that is because the back here, which I've never mentioned, does have some elastic, even though the front is flat. Always refer to the size charts, but I can tell you that this runs pretty big. Number 7 of the overall bestsellers is actually just over there, and I'm gonna insert some footage. It's the Decorative cup and I say candle warmer. I have them dispersed throughout my house. I have one on my nightstand. I use it every morning as I'm sitting in bed, reviewing your comments that came in from the night before, getting ahead on the emails, drinking my coffee, and then I set my coffee down on it. It keeps my coffee warm for as long as I would like to linger. And then when I'm not using it for that purpose, I just stick a candle on top, turn on the warmer, and the fragrance is released throughout the room and I don't have to worry about an open flame. It doesn't have a timer though, so you do want to make sure you turn it off when you're leaving the house. Number 8, I almost wore this, but I decided to go with this one instead. And like I mentioned, everything I talk about, plus everything I'm wearing, is listed in the description box and pinned to the top of the comments, but it's this gorgeous and incredibly soft, luscious sweater. I shared this originally in more of a rust tan brown color. Loved it so much, I picked it up in this kind of fresh, almost spring green. It's not quite cold enough to wear it today, so I'm wearing something a little more lightweight. The fabric, the feel of this, the colors, and something I've mentioned a million times, but I'm gonna mention it one more time. The length of this is the perfect length for those of you who don't like to tuck. It just hits at just the right spot, or it doesn't widen your hips. If you're like me and the hips are generally the widest part of your body, I just hate it when it just hits at that awkward, weird spot. This one, at least on me and my 5'4" torso body, hits at just the right spot. Number 9 is actually on my feet. So let me adjust the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. I have raved about these Sam and Libby Western style booties for months. I just wore these out last night and here they are on. I don't know that I've ever shown them really live on in person. So what, do you hear this? You don't really. These aren't wood. These aren't some weird kind of hard plastic. The actual heel is a rubber type material. So walking around, it feels like I am wearing sneakers or at least a shoe with rubber soles. So I love them and I love this color. It's just a great fall color. I wish they would extend this line to more, but thrilled to have them in this color. Then the last of the overall top 10 is this more athletic style jacket. It's sort of a mixed media, I believe they're calling it. I love this coat. I love this color, but it also comes in 3 other colors. And this one is, I feel like they restocked it because right after I purchased this, it looked like this color was gone. As I'm filming this, I double checked, it's all back. So very excited. Little details like the cinching at the waist, the zipper pockets, and then here's this little extra thing I love. So right here, when you zip it up, the zipper tucks in right here. So it's not going to scratch under your chin or on your neck if you wear it all the way zipped up. Just a nice little extra feature, which I really enjoy. Let's go through the top 5 bestsellers for beauty. Far and away number 1, and something I need to use today. This is the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. It's the only makeup brush cleaner that I use. You just pour a little bit into a small bowl or container. If you get the smaller like travel set, it actually comes with one. And you just swish your brush around a little bit, just basically get it just a tiny bit wet and then brush it on a paper towel, a regular towel if you prefer. And not only does your brush get dry within seconds, but clean within seconds as well. So this is outstanding. I'm so glad so many of you are loving this. Number 2 are the Tarte waterproof quick set eyeshadow sticks. So let me show you these up close. So my favorite and most used is the one in rose gold, which I think is this one. So here is the rose gold. This is the brown one. Let me add to that. Okay, so we have the brown shade here, the rose gold, and then I also have it in a mauve here. They're so creamy. And then the other end of it is a very fine eyeliner. The rose gold one, I believe, has brown on one side. It's like the finest line. Isn't that cool? Anyway, they're super easy to use, very user-friendly, and if you order it from the Tarte website, which I have linked down below, then you can use my discount code for 15% off. Okay, number 3 on overall beauty favorites was this duo from La Mer. They're calling it the Creme de la Mer Duet, which makes sense because it's like French instead of duo, and it's selling out fast. So I will link to the retailers as of filming this that this is still available. It's sold out at Nordstrom. It's sold out at Saks. I believe it's sold out at Blue Mercury. There's still a few places left, so I've linked it below. So I gave you a little bit inaccurate information last time, so let me explain. This is the 2-ounce jar, and this normally retails for $380. This is the half-ounce jar. I originally said 1 ounce. Half-ounce, and this normally retails for $100, but you get both of these in this duet set for the price of just the jar, $380. So if you are a La Mer fan, this is a great deal, and apparently a lot of you are because this is number 3 in the top beauty bestsellers. I personally much prefer the moisturizing cream, that's what this is, to their soft cream. I have very dry skin and I feel like this absorbs better and really hydrates and reacts better with makeup than the soft cream does. Number 4 for overall top beauty picks is the Colleen Rothschild Discovery Collection. This bag is stuffed with 7 of their best sellers in more introductory mini sizes. And let me tell you what's in this bag. Let me read to you. So it has a smaller deluxe sample size of the Radiant Cleansing Balm, their dual enzyme polish, which is fantastic in the winter months. Actually, I use it year round. Clarifying detox mask. It looks like a mud mask. If you have dry skin, you'll find generally that mud masks are too drying. This one is not. I love it. And you can also use it as a spot treatment treatment on blemishes. Their Sheer Renewal Cream, which is a great makeup primer as well. Their Extreme Recovery Cream, which if you are traveling or experiencing cold, dry climate, it's fantastic, very heavy, rich moisturizer. Their Face Oil number 9, which is incredible as a great last step as a moisturizer to kind of seal it all in. And one of their muslin cleansing cloths, which I use every night to remove the cleansing balm from my face. So quite a deal. Also the bag, and I have reused this bag and I've bought several of these sets, so I use them to store a bunch of different things when I travel. And then the last of the beauty bestsellers is, this has quite the name. It's from Uemura and it's their Izumi Tonic Energizing Strengthening Water. And this has rice proteins in it. And if you're like me and you're just dealing with hair issues, hair thinning, hair shedding, you spray this on after you've washed your hair. You can add other styling products to it as well. Strengthens, helps with breakage, helps with shedding. It gives instant volume and thickening because it's rice water. I have loved it. And I also have noticed my hairstyle lasts a little bit longer whenever I use it. Now moving on to accessories. So number 1 was the Time and True front flap crossbody bag. Number 2 are my boots that you have seen. Number 3, we've talked about this a lot, the fleece belt bag from Amazon. And like I mentioned before, very similar in all the ways to the more famous Lululemon option. First of all, this hardware is gorgeous. Look at that. The bag comes in the extended strap option, which I greatly appreciate, and honestly, I prefer. Number 4 for accessories, I love this one. This is the Time and True Cozy Travel Set, I believe they're calling it. And it comes with this nice kind of fuzzy, cozy, very reminiscent of Barefoot Dreams material zip pouch. And then inside it is, I had to put these back in because I've been using these a lot. The cozy socks, little headband. What else is in here? Oh yes, and a scrunchie. And it comes in quite a few other patterns and colors as well. It's a really good stocking stuffer if I could stuff all this stuff back inside. And then the last of the bestsellers for accessories are the, I didn't name these, the Marnie H2O boot. Why is it the H2O boot? It's waterproof. So it's very stylish, it's very cute, and it's waterproof, which I love. It also comes in a cream and a black, and it's just, see how this is stretchy? Oh, so comfortable. The lug sole obviously gives a little bit of height. The heel gives a lot of height, but these are very walkable. It's a very sturdy shoe, and a little more stylish than your typical rain boot. Let's wrap this whole thing up with lifestyle bestsellers. So number 1 was the cup and candle warmer we talked about at the beginning. Number 2, I was kind of surprised. It's a game. It's a game called New Phone Who Dis. It is definitely an adult party game. If you like Cards Against Humanity, this is less racy, but still not appropriate for children. We played this over Thanksgiving. We're all adults here in the house, and I'll admit we did choose to skip over some of the cards just because when you're playing with even your adult children, there's just something. It's a very similar play concept to Cards Against Humanity. Someone basically draws a text and then reads it out to the group, and then everyone tries to answer the text with what they deem would be the funniest or most appropriate or whatever response, and then the judge decides who wins. So lots of fun and easy, you know, it's small to have in the house. Number 4 for lifestyle favorites, my steamer. And I'm not gonna do a full demonstration, but I have been asked so many times, how do you steam clothes? I'll give you a very quick one. Obviously this is not plugged in, but basically you have your garment on a, let's just say on a hanger, and I hold mine right up to it. Sometimes I even actually touch it, and I just, you know, depressing the button, just slowly move it up and down, side to side until the crease is gone. Super easy to use. This is listed as a travel steamer, but this is the one that I keep in my house and use pretty much every day as well. And then when you want to travel, it just folds up. This one was a bit of a surprise. I actually got this as a gift at a Favorite Things party, and I linked to the one I could find that was the most similar in the same price point. It is a round acacia cutting board or serving board. A lot of people said it reminds them of an ornament, so it makes for a really nice gift. You could just put a little bow around it. When I showed this to my husband, Michael, he thought it looked like a wreath. You could decorate it like a wreath with the food placed in, you know, a round way. So either way, it's a great price point. There's some other sizes and options linked to this as well, but obviously a lot of you really liked it. And then the very last of the lifestyle favorites and all of the bestsellers from last month was the hanging toiletry bag. And I want to show you them. Obviously the price depends on the size and sometimes the color, but this is the large and this is the medium, and I love them both, and I can actually get everything I need, and there's still space in the medium. I love that I could also throw this in the washing machine, which I desperately need to do. But when you unzip them, it has all the compartments, and has the hook where you can hang it in your bathroom. This is also a great idea if you live in a smaller space, you don't have a lot of counter space in your bathroom or whatever it is you like to get ready. You can store more than just skincare like I do. You could put makeup in here. You give this to your younger kids, put Legos, doll clothes. You can use this to store a variety of things, especially because it's all zipped up in individual compartments, and then you can zip the whole thing up and store it a lot easier. Those were your favorites, the best sellers from November 2023. Thank you for trying out this new format with me. I promise every video won't be like this, but it's kind of fun to mix things up just a little bit from time to time. As always, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you virtually. I hope that you had some fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.